My name's Andy Tomlinson and I am the CEO of OnSun Systems Limited. We're a classic technology startup company. We believe that we've innovated a better solar panel, which is more efficient and very, very low cost. So very, very suitable for rooftop applications. We use a different approach to conventional silicon panels. We actually adopt an approach called concentrated photovoltaics, where a lens or curved mirror is used to focus sunlight onto a very, very small cell. The cell area is only 1/500th of the original area, and hence, because cells are expensive, this is a potentially lower cost way of making a photovoltaic panel. Now, the one disadvantage of this technique is that you then need to make a tracking mechanism, so the lens and cell combination must be pointing at the sun. Most people do this by moving the whole panel to face the sun. What we've got is a very, very unique way of doing it, where we rotate it we break the panel up into lots of small elements. All of the small elements simultaneously rotate with very high precision to point at the sun. And the unique thing about OnSun Systems is the way that we create that mechanism to do the rotation of a large number of elements. It's based on two very thin sheets of steel. It's incredibly cheap to make. It's lightweight, and what we end up is uniquely is a concentrated photovoltaic panel, but which is used in the same way that a silicon photovoltaic panel is, which enables us to produce a very, very low cost panel, but with very, very high efficiency. So a typical silicon module would have an efficiency of something like 16%, maybe 17% in a year's time. The very, very best of them has 20% efficient, made by a company called SunPower. We expect that in this year we'll be achieving 22%, and next year that will move towards 24–25%. The company is just making a better silicon photovoltaic panel than a silicon panel for sunny locations. It's a purely cost performance argument in a market dominated by economics. We intend to raise an investment round right at the end of this year, so December 2012 we hope to raise a significant investment round. But also next year in 2013 we're going to start making our first trial installations, and strategic partners who are going to help take our product into the market will be extremely welcome, potentially manufacturing partners too. We want to take a significant slice of the market for photovoltaic panels in locations which have high DNI, in other words, very, very sunny locations. We think we've got the right technology to do that. Our technology is used in the same way that conventional technology is used. So, you know, as a product, we aim to displace as much of a larger percentage of the market away from silicon as we can. Okay. There have been several attempts to displace silicon technology from the competitive landscape, but photovoltaics is still largely dominated. Over 80% of sales of photovoltaic panels are standard crystalline silicon modules. The one exception from that would be sort of First Solar introducing cadmium telluride thin film technology. The concentrated photovoltaics in the last 12 months has made a big impact. It started to gain sales. I think there's a pipeline of something like 400 megawatts now worth of concentrated technology. What we're trying to do is take that concentrated technology away from the utility space where it's currently being used and bring it into the rooftop market. So yes, we as the only concentrator company doing that, we have to compete directly against the dominant technology in our sector, which is silicon photovoltaic modules. Currently, most manufacturers are actually making an operating loss. The market has been particularly brutal. It's a very, very difficult market to compete in. I think there'll continue to be a shakeout. I think costs will remain low. I think where we know that we have a strategic advantage though is that fundamentally we have a very, very high value product which has a very, very low manufacturing cost. So perhaps, you know, strategic partnerships and things like that are the way for us to enter that market. But so far nobody's been able to displace silicon significantly. We hope that we'll be the first ones to do it in our bit of the market. We've seen our technology being used to displace silicon in the utility market, so we're quite optimistic. We intend to set up a pilot production line. We intend to make our first installations of maybe a few hundred panels, and we hope to get our product qualified. Moving into next year, we will then complete product qualification, hopefully have an insurance against our product too. So in 18 months' time, we will actually be at the point where we can fully begin commercialization and make lots of sort of real sales of our product. I think we're very much a European-centric organisation at the moment. I think we recognise that most of our market is outside of Europe. Meeting with strategic partners, meeting with investors, getting our faces known in the sector is the main goals.